Unknown ships. I don't think we're able to fight them. So how about we just don't? Plus steel. 1 plus steel. Seriously? Come on. Euphrates 2. This is the Forge world at Euphrates 2. It belongs to the explorators of the Reconnaissance fleet. They colonized it centuries ago. Unfortunately, we do not possess the privilege of landing there. Even as a rogue trader? Why can I not go down to the surface of this planet? This world is declared off limits to the laity due to the sacred rites of the Adeptus Mechanicus being performed on its surface. I am afraid the restriction applies even to your lordship. Damn it. Who do these explorators think they are? Vigilus, send them a note stressing my indignation. Unfortunately, the Treaty of Mars gives them the right to restrict access to their domain. Should someone attempt to violate their sanctuary, the tech priests are authorized to open fire, and the firepower of their ground batteries is capable of destroying an entire squadron. Initiating a confrontation is not advisable. Okay, let's quick save and let's see if we can fight those ships. I don't think so, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You're facing several Eldari scout ships. The Xenos are in no hurry to attack, and time seems to have slowed down. One wrong move, and carnage will ensure. Ooh, ask Yrliet to navigate. We don't have her. And we can't do several things. Because we don't have torpedoes, we don't have Xeno artifacts. Let's flee and maybe return with Yrliet, as we got her as a companion. Well, that was a waste of time. Warp travel. A mysterious sickness struck the clan living in one of the macro-cannon chambers. The disease quickly spread, causing the afflicted to writhe with unbearable stomach cramps and expire after several days of agony. Before the officers could react, the neighboring clans took the issue into their own hands and flooded the chamber with carbon monoxide. The macro-cannon was put back into service, and the vigilants were punished for subjecting the rogue trader servants to mob justice. Yikes. Come on, uneventful. Nice. Right, Elikos Epsilon. Janus, here we go. Try to delay it long enough. Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, the parameters of the system match those of Telecon Epsilon, home to the agriworld Janus that belongs to the Von Valensis dynasty. We have received a vox message from the planet. The agriworld's governor officially welcomes the rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparations for formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. I just imagine him, or due to his being deprived of sleep, to always be grumpy. Here for the faithful. I think we can afford that. Yeah, and for that we have to pay for adamantine. If we don't find adamantine at all, I think that's an option. Otherwise, no. I don't want to sell our Xenotech because we just have 3. Come on, chemical! What a nice planet. The plasma batteries. Getting richer and richer. Lady Theodora loved frozen worlds. I never did discover the reason why, but the Lord Captain never missed a chance to visit such a planet, even on the slightest pretext. Interesting. Janus. Governor Viet's estate. Here we go. Ah, it looks really nice. I mean, makes sense with a jungle, being a jungle world and everything, but still, cool. Hey, are we not getting attacked while landing on a new planet? Ah, or maybe we are. Oh, nice. She even has a portrait. I really like the art style in general they chose for the portraits. Vistenza Viat, lavishly dressed noblewoman in an opulent silk gown, watches you with an expectant air, but then gracefully bows her head. German-crossed implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Viat ab Arum. My name is Vistenza Janus Viat ab Arum of Koronus. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of rogue trader Theodora von Valancius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. Vistenza Viat raises her head slightly. Vistenza Viat, oh gosh, turns to Abelard. And greetings to you, noble Versarian. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you able again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader Seneschal does not visit a subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Viat? It means the governor is taking care of all matters, and there's no need for the Seneschal to interfere. Yeah, doesn't it look nice? I really like the tropical vibe. Vistenza lets out a musical laugh. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turns once again to you. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed Lady von Valancius is quite unexpected. Truth, I don't know. I hope my coming in Theodora's stead has not disappointed you too much. And not in the least, your lordship. On the contrary, I'm delighted after all these years to once again welcome you to my world. Once again? Interesting, so we were here before. For Janus! It was lost. And of course there's a welcome shooting. Called it.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant.
What, we are ambushed?
Cease and repent!
That's nothing we can't handle. Cassia. Nothing Cassia can't handle.
I'll make it happen.
That's the
Isn't
advantage.
this a job for the serfs?
I forgot to do another boost. Not enough. This one. And that one is quite important. Plus 19 to all characteristics. Yeah, not my smartest
Who
move.
if not me?
Really, can't we have just a visit to a planet? Nope, apparently not. Everything and everyone wants to kill
I'll
you.
make it happen. Consider this a taste of what's to come.
That's what I meant in the beginning, like, a rogue trader gives you lots of freedom, on the other hand, everyone wants to kill you. Okay, Cassia.
I am a witness the fury of House Orselio.
Enter. Right.
For you, my emperor!
I mean, I
I'll
could
do
have
it.
prepared that nicely.
Faith
Go.
without deed. Each strike is a prayer.
Ah. Look at this. Clans. More enemies. But they don't seem to be too bad, actually. Right. You know what? Just gonna go here. Kill you.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
I'm quite sure we saw the mystery sniper in the opening scene.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. I'll do it.
It's really cool that we automatically
you, my
hit with the
emperor.
bolter. Quite the nice ability.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll
Oh.
do it.
Cackles.
For you, my Emperor. That is not
Come
the
on, die.
Emperor's will.
Is it not? And pray. And... well, let's give her another turn.
I'll paint your death in colors.
Okay.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Eat.
As the
Rebel and
Emperor
slaughter.
commands, I act.
We have to remember to do that. More damage, more critical hit chance, more ballistic skill.
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak.
You can't hide. I always hit.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And Rebel and Slaughter again? Nope.
For you, my Emperor! As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Cool. You there,
I'll
sharpshooter
do it.
rebel?
This is why I was chosen.
Okay, Cassia's turn. But Cassia can't attack anymore.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Good. This game has some very interesting bugs. That's another one. Let's focus on this guy here. Opening.
Sire knows all, comprehends all.
Yeah, 40% chance to hit. Do we have another choice? I don't think so.
Request approved.
Come on. Hey, still 40%.
Binary override.
And we hit. But didn't deal enough damage. Oh well.
It shields me.
Oh yeah, true.
To the
There are states
heretics!
wardens who help us. Okay, Argenta, I know you don't like to be close, so let's run.
As the
bounty.
Emperor commands.
Rebel
do
and
it.
Slaughter. Rebel and Slaughter sounds like something very Argenta. Do this. I can. I like that. Let's
As
do
the
that.
Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
And once more.
Faith without deed
Of
eradicated.
course, why not? With full momentum again. I love it.
Pain cleanses the body.
Was that enough to cause an injury? I don't think so. Ha! I can get to you.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Me too, Abelard. That's actually one of the easier ones.
I will do my duty.
And
I'd rather
you're-
not. I'm not interested. At your beck and call.
We're just gonna use once more our heroic act.
No matter the cost.
Just mow them down.
It will be done.
And
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
cool.
It will be done. Indeed. I took care of this one.
Nice. What a nice welcome party. Your Lordship, Emperor preserve us. Are you alright? Do not fret, layperson. We've grown used to outrageous loveliness among the wardens of every world we visit. Well, kinda true. Pasqal's vox, quiet at first, is booming with fury by the end of his remark. Pale greyness is strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, and yet he fears for his own even more. Yeah, gee, Cassia, I wonder why. Where did Governor Viat go? The governor's safe, protected by the walls and wardens. Please follow me, I will escort you to her personally. Ah, fine. Lead on. Every 10 points in strength, add +1 damage to melee attacks. Makes sense that it's not for ballistic attacks. Upon seeing you, the guard at the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over into a low bow. Your Lordship, the most honorable Edward von Valencius. The governor is awaiting you in her office, where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet with her alone, or with your entourage? I mean, looking at all the experience we had so far, we're definitely going to take our entourage with us. My entourage will accompany me in my meeting with the governor. Why would we leave them behind? I mean, probably we could talk more in secret, but that seems like a bad idea. It's a very odd structure, especially because you have this thing here, this line in the floor. Kind of looks like something you could trap someone with. Since Sir Janus Viat, a baron of Koronus, is furiously swiping at a data slate, issuing commands into a gilded vox. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, smooths her skirt, and drops into a deep courtesy. Your Lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled your reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I could never have imagined. Then again, it was very easy to save you, but not me. I would kind of like a good middle ground in the answer options, but there is none. I don't care about your apologies. I could have been killed. The governor, trembling all over, bows her head even lower. I assure you, your lordship, I would never... I beg you, give me the chance to prove my loyalty and explain myself. The censor's companion standing beside her also bends into a slavish bow, while reaching out to offer a reassuring touch to the censor's hand, who immediately draws it away. One of your wardens helped us in a battle. A superb shoot. Who was it? You must be referring to Yrliet, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I've turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations, given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Yrliet comes from the local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janus like the back of her hand, so she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit that at times I am tempted to send her away from the estates. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, and so tall. Great. Heinrix's expression shifts. Did I hear you correctly, Governor Viat? You have a mysterious mutant on your estate at this very moment. One of prodigious height, slight builds, and with a supernatural talent for shooting. Did the arrival of this helper never give you pause for thought? Allow me to make myself clear. To refuse Yrliet's help in our circumstances would have been incredibly rash. Yes, mutants are creatures abhorrent to the Emperor and they should be exterminated. But sometimes humanity makes exceptions for those who can serve the Imperium. Great. I'm not concerned that U8 is a mutant. I'm far more concerned that she may be nothing of the sort. Heinrix turns to you. Edward would like you to meet this help of Governor Viazzo without delay. Out of professional interest. Yeah, this is going to be fun with a member of the Order of Xenos here. Yeah. I mean, is it really a spoiler? I mean, let's maybe mention it later, but there's something more to Yrliet, which if you looked at the game before the release, you know what it is. If you wish to speak to Yrliet, you will find her outside in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from the others. Alright, so what's happening with this planet? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Janus. I was not even notified at first. Grabbing worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. Stenza shakes her head. And then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and social leaders. They've already brought 13 agri-complexes to a halt and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My ones are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. Sounds like you really do not have control of the situation. Footfall Station is on the verge of starvation. Can Janus supply the people there with provisions? Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand white rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pests that recycle than those on Footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship said provisions to Footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo shuttle that leaves the surface will be a target for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our silos could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. The logistics of transporting supplies to Footfall will only be possible once the uprising has been completely crushed. And I think this is the part where you ask for my help. Weird that we can ask the same question, basically. I risk angering you, your lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistic experts of the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable ties when shuttles are wary of landing on the spaceport, and the terrified peasants indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored on Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. I knew it. You see, Janus does not have his own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal. Ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have the ground forces and ship crew work together to hunt down the enemy. We have quite a lot of options to answer to that. Oh, you could actually just fire her. I'm removing you from a post as the governor of this planet and placing you under arrest. Wow. I wonder if she would attack us. Then again, it sounds like there would be lots of people who are more suited for the whole thing. I'm not interested in your excuses. Dealing with the rebels is your direct responsibility. Of course, you're entitled to insist that the conflict be resolved locally. According to my consul's reports, perhaps in a couple of years, when the security services have been re-equipped and a surveillance void station has been established on the orbit, we can, attacks notwithstanding, produce enough to satisfy the tithe collectors. Stenza sighs. No doubt this answer displeases you. I do understand, but of our resources, it is the most likely scenario. So, you want me to go off and catch some rebels for you? Not quite, your lordship. My wands are crushing the lowly saboteurs across the planet relentlessly. Edward, but it will be for naught unless their nests are destroyed. Someone is controlling the riffraff who are perishing in thoughtless escapades, such as the one we witnessed today, and that someone could be hiding anywhere. You have resources and capabilities at your disposal, the likes of which I could never hope to possess. Your ship alone is unequaled asset for tracking down criminals beyond the borders of my influence. Well, if there are no competent people to be found on Janus, I shall have to handle this myself. I assure you, as soon as the pilots stop being so wary of the ports and workers no longer dread their next shift in the fields, Janus will promptly reinstate all supply shipments. I'm immeasurably grateful for your help, your lordship. If any of those who attacked the estate had survived, then perhaps they could have a valuable source of information. But you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rebel. A sensor glances at the Vox. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still do not know who let those reprobates into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. And esteemed Magus, who is responsible for agronomic efforts on that planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And, of course, there's my aide in the war against the rebels, Yrliet. I've no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with your lordship. And Edward nods toward her companion. Who is this person standing next to you? Oh, one of my ladies-in-waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretary duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implacably, and over time, Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but almost my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. The censor laughs and gives Amelia an encouraging nod. Amelia drops into a low curtsy. To bathe in the light of your greatness is a true honor, rogue trader. She even has a name. Is she important? I must take my leave. Oh, no goodbye.
I always have a backup plan.
Keep your guard up, Jai. Focus.
Argenta? Jai is not here. Another level up. More fellowship, I guess. I mean, intelligence also would be nice, but fellowship it is. Ooh, we can just choose more intelligence. Okay, that was odd. What was odd, Alistair? But it was kind of ended really abruptly, right? Yeah, let's go with more intelligence. Okay. Let's go with agility, so we get more dodge, which is nice for our lethality. We could also go for a little bit more. Can we train strength? Can. Nice. Go. Abelard. Well, I think more strength, more damage. Pretty sure what kind of weapon proficiency would be nice. We could go for the heavy armor proficiency. Let's go with that. Argenta. Just ballistic skill. Then again, we don't really need it anymore to hit course, we are always hitting, basically. Go with agility for even more dodging. Let's do that. We do have the bolt weapon expert already. Let's have a look. The faith. 4 times willpower bonus, percent armor against attack of demons and warp damage. That's kind of nice. Continue of purification. The Emperor protects. No heresy. Plus 10% critical hit chance and plus 10% armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. The allies gain half the bonuses of no heresy. While Xenos low warp go to 0. It's okay, let's go with that. Okay, we can't level up willpower. So let's go for fellowship. Let's go for another Navigator Swan. Field of protection. Under the effect of any Navigator's power, enemies have their armor reduced by twice Navigator's willpower bonus. Cool, 16%. This reduction is increased by the devastating parameter of the Navigator's staff, but does not stack. Let's go with that. Cool. And last but not least, more intelligence or more agility, just for a little bit more dodging. More intelligence. And let's have a look at more of the specific talents. But it's a common talent. What characters can use persuasion, coercion, and commerce based on intelligence? Ooh. Would be cool if we didn't already have a good face character. Sea of the Forge, wearing heavy armor, Fires of the Forge. +4 deflection against burning effect and flame weapons. Grenadier. Advanced skill Medicae. I don't know what to take. Let's go for characteristic training and let's go for agility. We are. Did you hear? Avexan Godino caught her husband. Your surprise sounds terribly faint. Are you truly surprised to learn that the head of the Goldino family is seeking solace in such predictable places? Okay, gather more information about the rebels. Leads to track down the rebel leaders and gather more information about the rebels.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Off we go.